Welcome back to another episode of Sexy Marriage Radio, and coming to you live from the 2025 Sexy Marriage Getaway.
Good stuff.
Where the chance to be with a bunch of the sexiest people in the world for 2.5 days. One of them, apparently, is really proud of that. Way to own it, girl. Love that. Because that just makes you even sexier. Yep. But just the chance that we get to have 2.5 days of a deep dive with what we do here on the show and try to really help impact relationships and the dynamics and all that plays out.
Yeah, let's roll.
Alongside my wife, Pam. Each and every week we're having straightforward, honest conversations. And this time it's going to be fun because we're going to try to get some audience participation. So if you're not in the room with us and you're listening to this, this is one of Pam's favorite kinds of episodes.
Yeah, it's my favorite. Yeah.
Because I came across one of those quizzes that are out there on just what do you know about when it comes to sex, sexuality, anatomy, biology, history.
Do I get to phone a friend on this?
You can ask. We poll the audience for a second. We can poll the audience. And Kelly, we got a doctor here. We'll see if he can get them all.
I'm looking to you, Kelly.
But one of the things we love to have happen with our shows that we do is we love the nation helping set the stage with where we go. Like this time we get a chance to interact in real time over the 2.5 days of the getaway. But we also love having a relationship that can be collaborative with everybody in the nation. And the way you can do that is you can call us at 214-702-9565, or you can email us at feedback@sexymarriageradio.com. If you've been around a while, you've heard that hopefully many a time. But your emails really do help set the stage with where we go and how the episodes go. So today on the regular version, we're talking through what do we know about sex? Just kind of in a fun way. And we'll see. How well do we do? And then on the extended content, which is deeper, longer, and you can know there's no ads, you can subscribe at smr.fm/academy. At the intro of this show, I don't know what's on the extended content because we're not recording it live. So that'll be something we do.
It'll be a surprise
after the
for
fact.
everybody.
So it's a surprise for all you that are Academy members. So maybe that'll get you to sign up now. So that's
that'll hook them.
That'll hook them. Hey, there you go. That's a good plan. So all that's coming up right after this. So, all right, Pam, we've done this a couple of different times.
Yes.
And I can see the joy and excitement on your face.
Quiz me. I can take it. I can take it.
You are a great participant.
But I just want everybody listening to get your pencil and paper and take it too.
Yeah, we'll give you a moment. Go ahead and get it.
Let us know who got 100%, who got 0. And
yeah, there's 15. Hold on.
Make me feel better for my 50% that I'll probably get. How many? Oh, he's looking at how many questions
there are 15 people. 15 questions.
15 questions. Okay.
Yeah, there's 15 questions in today's quiz. So let's get started.
Let's roll.
All right. So number 1, and most of these are multiple choice. Actually, all of them are. So you get a little help here.
Okay, that's good.
What is the size of the average erect penis? 5.5 to 6.2 inches long and 4.7 to 5.1 inches in circumference.
Oh, we got circumference. Okay, how many options are there? Are there like A, B, C, and D? And
how
I got to
many
write all this
men
down?
are there on how many options with sizes? And come on, that
on the quiz. On the quiz.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's 3. There's 3 on all of them. Okay. So 5. Let's go with just the first one. 5.5 to 6.2 inches long. This is the erect penis.
Okay.
6.9 to 8.4 inches long. 9.2 to 11.4 inches long. Ouch.
Yeah.
All of them are at 4.7 to 5.1. So we're really just talking about length.
On
so
circumference?
Apparently circumference on the average erect penis is 4.7 to 5.1 in circumference on the average.
Yeah, okay.
But length, we're talking 5.5 to 6.2, 6.9 to 8.4, or 9.2 to 11.4.
I'm going to say the 6.9 to 8.4.
What did everybody else get? You guys, same thing? You going with her? A? You're going with A? It's A. It's option A.
That was my gut. Okay. And I didn't follow my gut.
6.2. Well, if you start getting longer, then you do feel it in your gut.
One is wrong.
What?
I honestly didn't even hear what you said because I was
You'll have to-
marking down that I got the first one wrong.
You'll have
and
to
was
listen to the
disappointed.
episode then.
Okay.
Okay. No, so size, a lot of times what's so fascinating to me about this question is a lot of times there can be this insecurity among a lot of men. They're like, but I'm not in it, because there's so many measuring sticks of what makes a man. And the world gives all kinds of, here's what it should be. And what's interesting, I heard this from Schnarch early on, is most of the time, us men that are worried about size, we don't also realize and take into account the views, the angle of the view. Because if you look down on something, it always looks smaller. But if you come at it from a side, and we don't often get that chance as our own appendage goes. I mean, I'm not that much of a contortionist to be able to see it from the side. So
it's called a mirror.
But moving on, number 2. Number 2. How many nerve endings does the clitoris have? 20, 300, 8,000.
Oh, crud, which is it? We've talked about this before.
Yes, we have.
I'd say, is it the 8,000 or is it the 300? It's 8,000.
It's 8,000, yeah. So we got people in the audience going, it's C, it's C.
Thank you.
Yes. So good news, ladies. There's more than 8,000 nerve endings in the clitoris, which is designed just for one purpose in the female anatomy, and that is pleasure. So that's the point of it as your function. So enjoy it. And if you don't know where it is,
listen to another episode.
Yes, there are many an episode. And use it. It's called a mirror. Thank you for that one, Daniel.
It might be hiding.
Yeah, sometimes it is hiding, yes. So, all right, number 3. How many sexual positions are described in the Kama Sutra, which is a long-term book on just the origins? I mean, it's one of the seminal books that came out about.
And this will be an
sex.
absolute guess for me because, yes, so just give me the options.
The options are 18, 64, or 200. And these are positions that are described in the Kama Sutra.
I'm going to go with 64.
Anybody else? C, 200. The actual answer is A, 18.
Wow.
We had one person get that one correct in here. Well done, man.
Good job, Sherman.
Yeah, good job. Okay. Now, I mean, it talks about a lot of different aspects of our sex lives and sexuality and eroticism. It actually only describes 18. So there you know. I was not aware of that. I guessed on this one and got it right. So when I took the quiz as well. Number 4, what sensitive erogenous zone in women was coined by German Dr. Ernst Grafenberg? The G-spot, the clitoris, or the labia? Someone in the audience already said it even before I went through.
I'm going to say the G-spot.
There you go, the G-spot. He is the one that coined the phrase, the area.
Yeah.
Which, if you're not sure about this, there's episodes about it back in the archives of this.
Well, we should have had episode numbers ready, I guess. Okay.
Well, maybe we should have. Sorry? A mirror will not help you on this. That is true.
Yes.
Yes, it won't. No, there's no way it would. Because it's a couple inches inside the vagina, usually on the roof of the vagina if she's laying on her back. So if you're not familiar, there's more information in some of the archives of Sexy Marriage Radio.
All right.
All right. Number 5, how common is premature ejaculation? It affects 5 to 10% of men of all ages, or 20 to 30% of men of all ages, or 50 to 65% of men of all ages. How common
of men of all
ages? How common is premature ejaculation?
Because it has to be skewed when you're talking about different age categories.
Well,
so
this is also one that's interesting on how do you study it, because what does actually define premature ejaculation? There's not necessarily a standard out there, but
I'm going to go with B on this one.
B. Anybody else go? What's B, C? Okay, the answer is B. So 20 to 30% of all ages of men experience premature ejaculation. And the standard I love as far as how how do you quantify this? Of what does it mean for premature ejaculation? It means I have an ejaculation before I want to. But most people put it, if the medical and the science put it, it's way sooner than that. I mean, so it's like sometimes it just happens right away. I mean, I have a lot of clients over the history of my career. We've talked about this subject quite a bit, where it's way too quick. Even both of them are unsatisfied.
Like I immediately get an erection and I immediately.
First time it's within 30 seconds, a minute. So you can't have penile vaginal intercourse that lasts any length of time. Pleasurable, and depending on position and interaction with everybody involved, it can be pleasurable for everybody involved. So, okay, number 6. Which of the following is not a libido killer? Okay, so
not.
Read the English. Listen to the English on this. Wine, antidepressants, exercise. Which is not a libido killer.
So I have to reverse that in my brain to say which is. Wait.
What helps your libido?
Wait.
Yes. Which is not.
Not a libido. Read them again. We have wine, antidepressants.
Wine,
I can't do the not thing.
And exercise.
Antidepressants.
Two of these things will kill your libido. One of them won't.
Exercise will not.
Good answer.
The English.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. We should have done it in Spanish or something, right?
Do it in Spanish. We'll need people in the audience to help do this one. Exercise is not a known libido killer, which is what's interesting is a lot of times people think wine will help get you in the mood, but it really won't.
It makes me fall asleep. It's not doing anything.
I don't like wine. For many a reason. It is known as getting in the mood, but it's really not. And so exercise is far from being a sex libido killer. It's actually one of the better ways to quick start your libido. Okay. Number 7, how often do women have orgasms during penetrative sex? Okay. 5% of the time. Sorry. Let's just go sex because we're going to have two options in this. 5% of the time with intercourse, 95% of the time during oral sex. That's option A.
Oh.
Okay.
Sorry,
That's okay. 5% of if you have to write it down, other people listening. If you're driving trying to do this and follow along, please don't. 5% of the time with intercourse, 95% of the time with oral sex. Or B, 25% of the time intercourse, 81% of the time oral. Or C, 50% of the time with both.
I say I'm ruling out C. I'm thinking it's got to be A or B because with intercourse, I don't think they're going to say it's 50% of the time.
Okay.
This is for women.
That's good logic for women. This is for women. Right? That's what we're talking about.
And on A, 95% of the time with oral, I don't know. 95 seems like a pretty high percentage.
Okay.
That
everybody's getting a glimpse into Pam's problem-solving brain.
Maybe I don't trust that high of a percentage.
Okay. This feels like a really good game show as you're kind of talking through how you're coming to your conclusion in wrestling. Do you want to phone a friend?
But
you want to poll the audience?
Yes. No. I'm going to do this on my own. I'm going to save it for a harder one for the audience. But 25% I still feel like 25% of the time on intercourse is maybe a little bit high for most women. I'm going to go with A.
You're going to go with A, 5% of the time and 95% of the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
You should have gone with B.
Drat.
25% of the time with intercourse, 81% of the time during oral.
Okay.
And a lot of times, this is from Ian Kerner and some research he's done. He's been on the show a couple of times. But some of what he's discovered is that there's an element of importance because it's lower if people are not familiar with why you were wrestling with intercourse not being something that actually for a lot of women is something enough that stimulates to orgasm because the clitoris isn't involved. And for a majority of women, the most reliable way to reach orgasm is the clitoris is going to be involved. All right, number 8. In both men and women, the part of the brain known as the lateral orbital frontal cortex, following, shuts down during orgasm. What is this part of the brain known for? Okay. Hold on. You got you got options. Language and memory, reason and behavioral control, movement and orientation.
B.
Good answer. Reason and behavioral control. When you orgasm, you basically have moments of no reason and no behavioral control.
I'm okay with that.
I am
moment.
too.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, number 9. A researcher studying the brain activity said that the brain during an orgasm is similar to the brain of a person taking heroin.
Oh.
How similar? Okay, that's the question.
How similar?
How similar is the brain during an orgasm to that of a person on heroin? Okay, 50%, 75%, 95%.
Well, based on the question we just had, I lose reason.
Smart.
I hate to go to the extreme. Like, I want to say C, but I feel like the C is probably too extreme. Do I play it safe?
An audience member just said, "What's your gut say?"
And this is based on the prior question. Based on the prior question, I'm going to go with C.
You are correct. 95% similar. Well
Had
done.
they reversed those two questions, I would have probably gone. I would have gone different.
Yeah, so I mean, there is actual big parts of our brain that look exactly alike from studies between the two. That's fascinating to me.
Yeah, it is.
To think of how powerful that is and also how powerful that drug is. So I get it. That's a huge percentage. All right, number 10, across the globe, how many times a year are lovers having sex?
Across
so
the
this
globe.
isn't just married life. So this is a study that's broad across the whole world.
Okay.
731 times a year, 139 times a year, or 334 times a year. Or we have option D, 48 times a year.
My gut says that's not on this quiz, so no.
731,
100 and something,
139,
300 and something,
334.
Across the globe.
Across the globe, how many times a year? Just do the math on this one, babe. I'm helping you out.
Yeah, I'm going to go with B.
Good job. Because if it's actually 731 times a year across the globe, people are having sex, who's getting any work done? Who's raising children? I mean, who's keeping up a household? All you're doing is having sex. It's the 20% premature ejaculation. So at least it's quick and brief. Oh, there you go. So
that's being counted.
Maybe it is. Okay. Number 11. During sexual intercourse, how long can the vagina stretch?
Long?
How long? Okay. This is not a width question.
Just
this
go
is
back to the first
width.
question of 5.5 to 6.2. Okay, go ahead.
4 to 8 inches, 2 to 4 inches, or 2 to 6 inches?
I would say 4 to 8.
You're correct. During intercourse, the vagina can stretch 4 to 8 inches. And this is what's so fascinating about the biology of us and what God's created is how a woman's arousal helps increase the likelihood of pleasure because the vagina stretches, the cervix moves up and out of the way, and that's what makes it so where it's less likely going to be painful. It doesn't work this way with all women, and also sometimes, most of the time when women can have pain, it's because they're not aroused yet before insertion of a penis.
Yeah.
And so when the biology and you slow it down and the body works the way it was intended, which doesn't always work with every woman out there, just like with men, it doesn't always work with every man out there when it comes to erections. The body is designed to help invite this, which is pretty fascinating to me. It's an exquisite organ, if you think about it.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful. Pretty beautiful.
I agree.
Just get a mirror.
Get a mirror. Number 12. A psychologist said that having unprotected sex could benefit women by doing which of the following? lowering depression, slowing aging, or strengthening brain cells?
Because it's unprotected?
Yes.
What is that? Okay. Read them again.
Lowering depression, slowing aging, or strengthening brain cells.
I guess I don't understand how unprotected sex goes with anything here. But I'm gonna go with the first one.
You are correct.
Lowering
It lowers depression. And this is from a psychologist, Gordon Gallup, Dr. Gordon Gallup. He proposes that semen can appear to act as an antidepressant for a woman.
Seriously?
Yes.
He proposes. Okay.
That's what
it's a hypothesis.
I mean, maybe that's working well in his marriage. Honey, let's lower some depression tonight. What do you say? I'm going to use that. You seem down. I have the antidote, apparently.
Okay. I can't say. We can't. What's
Sorry?
that?
Just vaginal? Yes, I think that's what his study is from, although I don't have that specific.
I mean, I guess that would be the
Because
point
it's
of saying
absorbed differently in the
unprotected.
vagina than it would be orally.
I just don't. Yeah. Okay. So for all the listeners out there, this isn't not substantiated, right? This is just someone's theory.
It's on the internet, so it's got to be right. Okay. Number 13. When a man becomes sexually excited, the arteries leading to the penis become enlarged. At the same time, the arteries leading from the penis are constricted. This causes the testicles to increase in size by what percentage? Because obviously this is the same mechanism that creates the erection. It's very similar to what goes on in the engorgement of the labia and the vagina and all of the vulva area.
Okay.
But what percentage do his testicles increase by size? 25 to 50%, 10 to 20%, or 60 to 70%?
I'm going to say 10 to 20.
According to this, it is 25 to 50%.
Really?
Yes.
The doctor out there
The
is
doctor's
saying
shaking his
no.
head. Again, it's on the internet.
I would think that after 32 years, I would notice if your testicles got that much bigger.
It's average. Yeah. I could skew it the other way. You know, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it is distracted by the erection and all that. Okay. All right. All right.
All right, number 14, as we start winding this down before it goes completely off the rails. Yep, too late. After ejaculation, the penis is temporarily unresponsive to sexual stimulation. This period is called the refractory, the flaccidity, or the emasculate.
Refractory.
Thank you, the refractory period. Yeah, this is one where it's just unresponsive. Most men are familiar with this. This can also be a depressing time if you're with somebody that wants you to keep going, or a challenging time if they want you to keep going. This is where other parts of the body, fellas, work just fine if the penis needs a little bit of time to catch back up.
Exactly.
You know, because when your testicles increase by 20 to 50%, you got to calm down a little bit, apparently. Number 15. How long do you have to do, meaning have sex, to burn at least 85 calories?
Okay.
So here we go. Get your watches out. Everybody's at the Getaway because they got a chance to burn 85 calories later today if you want. 1 hour, 15 minutes, or 30 minutes.
And I guess, is it a slow, comfortable screw or is it Pound Town? I'm going to say 30 minutes.
You are correct, Mrs. Allen. 30 minutes on average of sex burns 85 calories. And I've yet to find the workout on my Apple Watch
That's a good
that
point.
I can click to get credit to fill in a circle. I mean, come on.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
That seems like Apple, if you're listening, because I know you are listening, AI Apple, add that to the equation. High intensity interval training. That's a different kind of high intensity interval training if there ever was one. All right, how'd you do, baby?
I got 11 out of 15.
11 out of 15. Good job.
I'll take it.
Everybody do okay? Miserably 9. Okay, that's good. All right. Well, thanks for following along. If you followed along with us, let us know. 214-702-9565. If you disagree, we want to know that too. Feedback at sexymarriageradio.com. So this has been fun. You guys enjoy this?
Kelly's going to email in about the testicle size.
The resident doctor in the house is like, I'm not so sure about the source of some of those things, which welcome to the 2025, right? And everything out there. But no, this is one of those things that's so much fun because having a chance to interact and engage with an audience like this, to test your knowledge and have fun with this. You're always such a good sport about this, baby.
It's fun. It's fun.
Thank you for the willingness to be challenged in that way.
Sure.
And see how things go. So those of you that joined us, thank you so much. If you took some time out to listen to this today, thank you. And we hope to see you next time. And those of you that are here in the audience, we'll see you after lunch. So have a fantastic lunch, and we'll see you then.